next topic which we are going to start in model number 2, that is subsidiary books. Now, what do you mean by a subsidiary books? See, in a small business transaction, or if your volume of business is very small, you can record all the transaction in one set of books. There is no need to mention, or there is no need to prepare separate books for separate transaction. But if you have a voluminous transaction, or if you have a large number of transactions, then all such transactions are classified as per the nature of them, and then they are recorded in a separate books, and that those separate books are called as a subsidiary books. So here we are going to see what are the types of books, and in that book which type of transactions are recorded. Say for example, I am telling subsidiary book as a purchase book. So whatever the purchases I am making during the year, that will be recorded in purchase book. On the other hand, if there is a purchase return, that will be recorded in a purchase return book. Similarly, if I am selling something, then whatever the sales which I have made during the year to my customers, that will be recorded in a sales book. On the other hand, if something is returning from them from sale part, that will be recorded in a sales return book. So you can say purchase book, purchase return, sales book, sales return. There is one more and the important subsidiary book, that is a cash book. Here you record all your cash receipts and all your cash payment. So whatever the cash transactions which has happened in the business, that will be recorded separately in a cash book. So, and other transaction apart from purchase, sales, purchase return, sales return, cash transaction, whatever the other transactions, that are recorded in a journal proper. Now here, one important thing, as I earlier said, whatever the cash receipts and payments are there, that will be recorded in your cash book. Now one more thing to be learned over here is, now cash book acts as a two-way, double role play karta hai cash book. It acts as your ledger account also, and it acts as a subsidiary book also. How come? कैश बुक को हम लोग सब्सिडियरी बुक भी बोल सकते हैं, और कैश बुक को हम लोग कैश लेजर के नाम से भी जाना जा सकता है. Now how it acts as a subsidiary book? Because in cash book it records all the cash receipts and cash payments in a books of accounts. So that is how it acts as a part of subsidiary book. Because it is a peculiar type of book, it's a combination of both cash receipts wala transaction as well as cash payment wala transaction. And when I say cash, you include your bank transactions also. Not only the pure cash, but also the bank transactions also will be recorded over here. Now here it acts as a subsidiary book. So whatever the cash transactions are there, that you will not record in a separate book, but it will be recorded only in your cash book. Whatever the cash effect has been given, whether it is a receipt or whether it is a payment, it will be recorded separately in this book. That is why it is known as a subsidiary book. Now, as a ledger account, you can say whatever the cash receipts are there, that will come on the debit side of the cash account. Whatever the cash payments are there, that will come on the credit side of cash account. Then at the end of the year, or at the end of the every day, or you can say at the end of the month, the balance gets tallied, the balance get total, and whatever the balance happens, that get carried forward to the next month. Cash balance, I can say in the first month the opening balance is 5,000. During the year so and so transaction happens, then the closing balance comes to 2,000. That closing balance will be carried forward to the next year. So here it acts as a part of ledger. Understood? Now basically there are three types of cash book: simple cash book, double cash book, triple cash book. When I say simple cash book, it records only cash transactions. When I say double cash book, it records cash transactions along with the discount. Understood? And when I say it is a triple cash book, it records cash transactions along with discount transaction as well as bank transactions. So normally in business we maintain, because nowadays it's not possible to do every transaction in cash. So we do have a bank account also. So whatever transactions are recorded in one set of books, and we prepare triple columnar cash books, that is cash column, bank column and the discount columns. We will solve the sum also on that with a triple transaction of cash book. So normally we maintain, so whatever the cash transactions are there, whatever the discount transactions are there, whatever the bank transactions are, that all will be recorded in a single cash book only. Understood? Then we'll solve the sum also. Now then we are going to see The next topic over here is ledger. Now what is a ledger? So when the transactions are recorded in books of original entry, that is called as a journal. Once your journal is over, the transactions are posted into ledger account. Now ledger is a summary of all the transactions recorded in a particular account format, and at the end the account gets totaled and the balance will be carried forward. So here you can say ledger may be of a personal account, of a real account, or of a nominal account. Understood? Okay. Now, so this is the meaning of the ledger. So whatever the transactions once you record in your journal, after the journal entry is done, that will be posted in your ledger account. So you have to prepare from the journal entry the ledger accounts which are involved, say cash account or a bank account or some personal account, say drawings accounts or a capital account, purchase account, sales account, some types of expenses account, some types of you can say incomes accounts and everything. So whatever the journal entry में effect आया रहेगा वो account का ledger account बनता जाएगा. So from journal entry or from books of original entry or from journal, the transactions will be posted to my ledger account. That is the next step, we can say. So here we are going to see how to make the journalize the transaction. From that journal you can post into ledger account. So that can come as a 15 marks question also. Post this journalize these transactions and then post this transaction into ledger also. So that we will see one by one. Okay.